2 weeks ago, I'm outside my office. My assistant comes up and says, Suge Knight wants to speak to you from jail. I said, who? He said, Suge Knight. The Suge? Yes. Gotta be.
Listen up, everyone. Big news is coming your way. The man behind Death Row Records is finally opening up about some shocking details involving Diddy. That's right, Suge Knight is spilling the truth about the music mogul, and it's about to get intense. He's making bold claims about secret tunnels and mysterious activities surrounding Diddy. These rumors have been circulating for years, but now Suge is ready to tell all. What are these tunnels for, and what kind of questionable things has Diddy been up to? The fallout could be massive. Get ready, because Suge is about to drop some serious bombshells. Grab your popcorn, things are about to get...
Diddy at a level of being untouchable where he's protected, or is Diddy a target that they'll eventually put all the blame on him and make sure they get away with it free?
I mean, he's definitely gonna be the black motherfucker holding the bag. you gotta realize one thing. That boy life is dangerous. And his life doesn't, and he's just not dangerous with the shit they said he was doing, but he's in danger. He know too much. One thing you gotta realize is he probably having a conversation right now with the higher ups and everybody else to figure out how it's gonna work itself out, because he know all the secrets, and if he gets to running his mouth, it could be a bad look. I look at it like the most important thing is the industry need to be built over. You have all these executives, there's somebody who's their father, their grandfather, or all these type of stuff, and they don't give people the opportunity to grow and learn. I know when I first started in this business, it wasn't a machine. I had to be the machine. I had to figure out how to get my songs on the radio. Because at that time, they was getting 5%, and they got 10%, they was popping champagne bottles. I went from 95% of the songs you hear on the radio was my songs until 97%. So you had to really do all this thing and really do the work. And once the work was known that it could be done, and I was generating the type of money for the people I was involved.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They wanted to be hip-hop, because the difference was that Michael Jackson was spending, say, $75 million, $50 million before he sell one record. They give him $75 to $50 million advance. He might spend $50 million, or he might spend $100 million to make his album, and $5 million on video. I was spending $50,000 to make an album. I was spending $50,000 on the video. I was spending $150,000 to promote it. So, and if I sell 3 million records, and Michael Jackson said 3 million records, or if he sells 10 million records, I'm gonna make more money off my projects than his project, because I'm spending less money.
Right.
Because I was the machine. So once they realized I was the machine, and they can have a machine like that, the majors wanted what I started, they wanted my artists. But when they took my artists, they got control of the industry, everything went from $50,000 to make an album to fucking $5 million to make an album. Until these guys having all these dancers and all this extra shit, all the surgeries and all the extra shit, right? So in the end, they blew hip-hop out the water so much that they were going to start cheating for everybody to eat. So you had an artist, and the only thing they had to do with the machine is show up. Show up for the interview, show up for the photo session, show up for the studio, show up for the video. Now that's being taken away because all these people been using all these artists. And at the end of the day, the artists end up broke. Or now you have different Spotify stuff, or Apple, or different ones, right? The streams. Who is making the count or policing the streams? So how you know they're not saying, I got 5 streams and you got 1?
Right.
Or however it may be. Nobody have no way of knowing that. So now the artist can't have that machine to be certified cash anymore for making money. So they all going crazy. So now everybody telling on everybody. Everybody drinking more. Everybody doing more product. Everybody doing those little sick little moves of the guys waking up with their butt sore. that type of shit. All the girls waking up, they don't know what is that. So everybody's stressed the fuck out because the machine is over. So now they just need to rebuild and put decent people in the industry.
So what's all this talk about secret tunnels? According to Suge Knight, Diddy allegedly has an entire network of underground passages, and he claims these tunnels are used for all sorts of shady activities. It's the kind of stuff Diddy definitely wouldn't want the public to know about. But why would someone like Diddy need secret tunnels? Is he hiding something, or could there be something even bigger going on, like a secret society operating underground? The possibilities are endless, and Suge's accusations paint a picture of a hidden world where Diddy calls the shots. It almost sounds like a plot from a thriller movie, with secret passages and covert operations happening beneath our feet. Naturally, this raises a lot of questions. What could really be going on down there? And, of course, how credible are Suge's claims? Suge is no stranger to stirring up controversy and making bold accusations, so it's hard to know if there's any truth to this. But whether or not his story checks out, it's already causing a stir. If there's any truth to what Suge's saying, this could turn into one of the biggest celebrity scandals in recent memory. The idea of Diddy having a secret underground world is both intriguing and unsettling. But before we jump to conclusions, we have to consider the source. Suge isn't exactly known for being trustworthy, so his claims might not stand up under scrutiny. Still, the buzz is growing, and everyone's left wondering what this means for Diddy's reputation. How will the public react? Only time will tell if Suge's accusations lead to real revelations.
Dig this. A photo from the late 70s allegedly showing an excavation in progress beneath the mansion. And this one shows the newly discovered tunnel plans. Check out the bunny logo on the plywood wall.
The second time I met Oprah was at the Playboy Mansion. There's tunnels under the Playboy Mansion that lead to celebrities' homes. All kind of celebrities' homes.
Says, real quick, John Hilton says, human trafficking is the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of people through force, deception, fraud, coercion, false premises, or etc. to obtain labor, sex, etc. Well, trafficking itself has a lot to do with state lines. So I don't know if they're literally the same, or because state lines, because I wasn't in a drug game where I was trafficking cocaine, but a lot of my friends was trafficking cocaine back when I was young. I wasn't doing that, but I had friends that were trafficking cocaine.
You and Jack Nicholson had your own secret passageway into the Playboy Mansion.
Okay, so the Playboy Mansion is literally walking distance from P. Diddy's house. So I gotta say that. The Playboy Mansion is walking distance from P. Diddy's house, right? Why does anybody care? Because the Playboy Mansion already had tunnels that ran under the Playboy Mansion to about 5 different people's houses or more. That's, Jack Nicholson is one of the houses, okay? So the reason why this is so significant is because the feds or the Homeland Security found those tunnels under P. Diddy's house. And this is a possibility of why P. Diddy chose to buy that particular house, because it already had underground tunnels. So why did Homeland Security raid this man's house? It's simple, because there's human trafficking or sex trafficking, something going on, and all of this came from one or a couple people. Cassie was with P. Diddy for 10 years, something like 10 years, right? So she knew all of the secrets. She knows where all of the dead bodies, and I don't mean that Yeah, I mean that literally. All of the dead. She knows where all the dead bodies are. Okay, because there are dead people that are connected to P. Diddy. So I'm not just saying dead bodies just to say it. I'm being real. Yeah.
So I actually, like, every time I walk past his house, and obviously the Playboy Mansion's right there, and we know about the tunnels that connect them.
Okay, so he said the Playboy Mansion is right around the corner.
The Playboy Mansion.
And then he says tunnels are up under the Playboy Mansion. Here?
I'm sure they can.
So I think I remember seeing a date on something. So let me see. All right, so for those who can't see this is saying the Playboy Mansion. Damn, I got a banner that is in front of the top. So I can't read the exact top. Y'all can read it, but because it's something that I have a YouTube banner that's blocking it. Diddy purchased a massive house near the Playboy Mansion in exclusive neighborhood. So I think I got a date in here somewhere.
The big question everyone's asking now is whether Suge Knight's claims can actually be trusted. Let's be real, Suge isn't exactly known for being honest and straightforward. He has a reputation for stirring up drama and making outlandish accusations to grab attention. So, it's only fair to take his words with a grain of salt. But at the same time, we can't completely dismiss what he's saying. Suge was once a major player in the music industry with insider knowledge most of us could only dream of. If anyone might have the inside scoop on Diddy's alleged secret tunnels, it could be him. But why is Suge making these claims now, after all these years? Is he holding a personal grudge against Diddy, or is he just looking for another moment of fame? It's hard to say for sure, but Suge's history definitely raises some red flags. This isn't the first time he's made headlines for the wrong reasons, from his rumored connection to Tupac and Biggie's deaths to his many run-ins with the law. Suge's track record is about as shady as it gets, with more feuds and falling outs than we can count. So when someone with his history starts throwing out wild accusations about Diddy, it's only natural to question their credibility. That said, Suge's claims aren't coming out of nowhere. Rumors about Diddy's alleged shady dealings have been floating around for years. The streets have long whispered about secret societies, underground parties, and all sorts of scandalous activities tied to his name. Whether Suge's allegations are true, just another
Everybody
dramatic...
been talking about the Puffy situation. First, I'd like to pray for his family. His daughters and his sons, his kids, basically. That's never a good sign for nobody to cheer about when it comes to kids. Or, being handcuffed. It's a bad day for hip-hop, for the culture, for black people. Because when one looks bad, we all look bad. Because that's definitely not nothing to cheer about. But I tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger. Because you know the secrets, who's involved in that little secret room you guys participating in. So, they're going to get you if they can. It's never a good luck when it comes to culture of hip-hop and for our community, our people. I turn myself in. Sometimes you got to face the music. That's most of the time. Puffy, I'm going to give you some real advice. 2 quick things. You got to make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're going to be standing up pissing or squatting sitting down pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one. Because, if you're squatting pissing on the seat, you know what that means. Oh, yeah, by the way, do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out.
First of all, I'd like to thank God. Second of all, I'd like to thank my whole entire Defo family on both sides, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to tell Tupac to keep his guards up. We ride with him. And one other thing I'd like to say, Any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
What happens if Diddy threatens them and says, if you do anything to me and I release this to the world, you're going to lose billions of dollars?
No. You guys being fooled. The best talent we have in the industry right now is some of the talent you guys never heard. There's a lot of guys all around the world. It's the world's best kept secret when it comes to music. People are starting to use their friends or artists who play those games. You know, basically, they on the level because they did everything that these people wanted them to do. They sold. And we all joke about it, but they always had a conversation about it, and I always say the same thing. I always say, well, you had Illuminati, and then they have the Masons. The Masons believe in God. Illuminati believes in the devil. Illuminati in Germany, Russia, whatever, they believe on men. They don't mean they part of the gay community. They mean they just overpower each other. And it might sound crazy, but at the end of the day, that's why there's no great talent. There's a lot of great talent out there, but some of the best talent is not having the opportunity to get in the door because the people with the secret society is messing around with each other and messing with people's heads. And then when you, like I said, a person like myself, I'm the only guy in this business, or especially a black guy. You see why I started my company. From either a check from Solar or Epic or Priority. These are real companies. Or Time Warner or Interscope, right? That publishing money, different stuff. That's how I started my company. Then you can have Rap-A-Lot do a whole book. Lil J. Prince can do a book and this be his words. I started my company with drug money. If it's murder, they can say that. If it's cash money, they can say that. So they say. If it's, what's the other dude? He ain't that popular. No Limit. No Limit can let it be known every penny he got came from drug money. And the list can go on. Ruthless. Puffy. Bad Bible started with the drug money. And they even missed it. And Obama gets his supplying his crime out as a favor. So look at this. All these people say that's how they started it. That's how they built it. But I'm the one they take through the ringer. And I didn't start my company with drug money. Death Row was started with what I just said. Even when they came after me, they committed fraud, bankruptcy fraud, RICO, everything you can think of. But since it was a machine that would get an artist before anyone else, they had to get me out the way. Not only will I get an artist from anyone else, I can take your artist and make him a star, a superstar that you couldn't do. A lot of guys get artists and bring their career down. I got the artist and made their career the best. Same way I did with Tupac. And Tupac stood for a smart young man, a gifted young man, and wanted to save the world. Eventually, it cost him his life. Eventually, you'll have guys who will speak about Tupac who never met him. They said it was with Death Row, never was there. Or they might have been security for Death Row, or the car wash from Death Row. They never met Pac, and they would say the most negative things about Tupac. They have to tell Tupac stories. It's all designed to make these people feel they're the ones who's working for the industry who keep having the same old talent. A lot of people doing the same old songs, same old ass artists. It's like warm soup all over again. These opportunities to these younger generations who really are the best, who got the guy get talent. That's what we're missing in the industry. And fire all those old heads part of the secret society. You got executives making more money than any artist or any label right now. You got Taylor Swift is popular, way popular. But you have an artist or executive at Interscope or Universal or any of these places, right? Why do they got more security than Taylor Swift.